Do you know the difference between normal and right and how that affects your mental and emotional health? Peace, health and fitness family. This is Rob for God Aesthetics. Um, Grand Rising, Great AM. This is not an exercise video, but um, those of you who follow God Aesthetics know that God Aesthetics is all about all-encompassing health. So today, really quickly, I want to speak about mental and emotional health really quickly. And I was sitting in cogitation again, and I downloaded this from the multiverse, and I was thinking about the difference between normal and right, because that's something that we all misconstrue most of the time. You know, it's a common misconception when we say, something is normal, it's accepted, like it's okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. So, and I'll give you an example. Like I said, I like to sit and quiet, meditate, and no TV, no phone, no radio, but I had to pick up the phone and give you guys this message. So I'll give you an example from my personal life where I noticed that, and I'll tell you when I got the revelation too. So when I was growing up, it was normal to have friends die, get killed, transition, whatever. Normally I'm big on semantics, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna speak freely and meet certain people on the level that they're on, because this message is for somebody. So from all through grade school and high school, I have experienced a lot of death around me. I have friends lose their life to street violence, and that's not even to mention, the normal, what we see normal death, like family members and such. So I experienced a lot of death in those age groups. And it was normal. Like when you speak to people that live in your neighborhood or, live in your same city, they may have experienced the same things. And that is normal because that's what we all experienced on a regular basis, but that is not right. So normal and right are two different things. And like I said, I didn't really get that revelation until years later, to when I moved out of Buffalo, New York, and I lived in Ithaca for 3 years. And when I first got there, I was, speaking to some people. We were getting to know each other, just feeling each other out and exchanging stories and, talking about our lives. And when it was my turn, I was speaking and just, telling stories. And throughout my story, I started realizing that when I was referencing people, I was like, oh yeah, but he died, or he passed away, or he's no longer with us. And I'm talking for a while, and then I look up and I just see the 3 gentlemen that I was speaking with. They were sitting there like in awe with their mouths open, like just like looking. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's the problem? And they had expressed to me, they was like, that's crazy. Like, you experienced all of that at such young ages. And a lot of them hadn't experienced, like grandparents or family members, loved ones that passed from natural causes, or, just old age or disease or something. They haven't even experienced that. So like I said, it's a little bit different. You can handle it a little better when you expect it, or when someone is older, and we expect, people at a ripe old age to transition. But just explaining to them, they made me realize that what I had experienced at those ages was not right. It was the norm for where I grew up and where I came from, but it was not right. So I just want to say, for people that experience that same thing, sit with that, process that, because it does have an effect on how you move and how you think and the way you deal with people. But if you haven't experienced that, just look at your life. There is some area where things are seemingly right, but they're just normal. Things are normal to you. But ask yourself, pray, meditate, is it really right? And then once you get that answer, you can start making positive changes. You can also start to heal. You start to realize how these things have an effect on you, and how you you deal with people, and how you respond to people, or even how people deal and respond to you. So just take some time, spend some time with yourself, do daily checks. Ask yourself, stop throughout the day. How am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? What can I do about it? Mental, emotional health is very important, and this topic especially affects both of those things. So I just wanted to share that with someone really quickly. Whoever this is for, you got it. And like I said, do the work, pray, meditate, figure out the difference between normal and right, and move accordingly. This is Rafa God Aesthetics. Peace.